Hey everybody, so today's video is just going to be a casual get ready with me and have a chat with my cup of tea. I'm essentially just going to get ready to film a few videos, and I thought whilst I was getting ready I might have a little bit of a chat, a little bit of a catch up, because it's been a while since I've done one of these. I'm trying a foundation I've never tried before. It's from Nude by Nature. It's their Flawless Liquid Foundation in N2 Classic Beige. I think it's like a more neutral shade. So the lid comes off like that, but haven't tried it before and thought I'd give it a go. Also trying out this Flawless sponge for the first time. It's kind of like a beauty blender type thing. I'd looked through one of my drawers and found some sponges that I'd bought at some point, I think from Target a while ago, and I thought I'd give them a try because my Real Technique sponge is getting a little old. I washed it and it just didn't clean up great, so I thought I'd give another sponge a try. I don't know if anybody noticed when they were designing this. I think it's designed to have a pointy side on purpose and then a flat side for like bouncing foundation, and this for more precise application, but probably wouldn't have chosen this shape myself. Anyway. Just going to dampen that a little bit just with some facial spray. So it's just Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs and rose water. So I'm just going to slightly dampen. Just going to get some foundation. We'll see how we go. I don't know. I tend to apply foundation with sponges more than brushes. I'm just not really good with using brushes for foundation, so I'm just going to dot that around. I don't know a lot. It looks really light on camera. It actually looks really light, but when I blend it out, my neck is lighter than my face, so it should match. We'll see. I don't know. It's really hard for me to find foundation that's the right colour. We'll see how it goes. What's been happening? There have been a few things that have been going on in my personal life. Things have been a little tough. There's some stuff that we're all going through, and yeah, it's a little hard. For the past couple of weeks I've been feeling really sick too, so that hasn't made it any easier. But I'm just trying to rest when I need to rest and be okay with that. So this foundation's catching to the drier spots that I have. I've got some redness on my cheeks, and it's really catching to those sort of blemishes. And the dry spots on my forehead. I just want to go for something really simple. I'm kind of not in the mood to wear a lot of makeup. I'm having a few allergy issues lately with my eyes in particular. I say that as I poke myself in the eye. But, so I think it was a mascara that I was wearing or some eye makeup that was just irritating my eyes. So I'm trying something new, for me at least. It's like a Stila mascara that I unwrapped, and just to see if that does it. It could just be the time of the year as well. I do get seasonal allergies, so I've changed my antihistamine. It's a fun discussions, aren't they? But yeah, I've changed that up. It seems to be helping a bit. I used to take Telfast and now I'm just trying Zyrtec, so there you go, some random stuff. I'm also drinking French Earl Grey tea. If you have a beverage with you at the moment, what are you drinking? I might try to use a blending brush with a little bit of the foundation on it just to kind of build up the coverage. I'll see how it goes. I've been watching a few different TV series. I've been watching Better Call Saul season 6. I saw the mid-season finale, whatever it's called. Essentially the last episode before they come back for the final part of the season. That was something. I also finished watching The Flight Attendant. I didn't mind that. It's a little over the top, but I don't think it's designed to be realistic. But it was alright. It was entertaining enough. It was something to watch. I watched The Gilded Age. That was also something that was pretty decent. And a series called From. It's like a sci-fi. It kind of gave me like Lost type vibes, or like Terra Nova, if any of you even remember that. If you do remember Terra Nova, let me know below. I really liked that show when it came out, and then it just went real weird and got cancelled, so I don't even know if it made it past season 1. That was a really long time ago. Yeah, I'm really not liking this foundation. I'm almost debating whether or not I just take it off and start again with something else. If I zoom you in, I'll see if it shows it. It just is grabbing onto every pore, wrinkle. I don't know if you can see, but particularly around here. It's just sitting really bad. And then already these lines that I get across my forehead, these ones up here, and this one in particular, that one's getting deeper, but these ones up here, it's just settling into those really badly. So I don't have a lot of luck with liquid foundations to begin with, so yeah, I think I'm going to take it off and start with something else, because it's really definitely not flawless. It's terrible, so I will be back. So I'm just going to take off that foundation. The colour was okay. It was still a little bit yellow based for me, but the just clinged to everything and it didn't look any good at all. So I'm just going to try something different. Tend to not wear foundation. I prefer a tinted moisturiser, something really just light coverage, really moisturising, or a powder foundation. And I know that sounds weird, even though I've got skin that has some wrinkles and things like that, and pores and some dry spots, but I find that the mineral foundations and the mineralized powders from MAC, or the Studio Fix, or one of the powders from MAC, they've always worked pretty well on my skin and blend out really nice. So I should just stick to those. It's just so many people rave about different liquid foundations and like, oh, holy grail, makes my skin look perfect, and I don't know, I still haven't found one that makes my skin look good. Most of the time when I've used a liquid foundation, my skin texture looks worse with the foundation on than if I was to wear no foundation. It evens out the colour of my skin and the like that type of a thing. This is going on way lighter than it looks, but we'll see. But yeah, it evens out the colour of my skin and the skin tone, but it doesn't make anything look better, so it doesn't smooth out any pores or anything like that. It just tends to grab and make my wrinkles look worse and make my pores look worse. So I'm going to try to just buff this one in. I'll probably be getting rid of that. Didn't like it. No good for me. Didn't work for me at all. So what I'll do now, I might just go over my face with one of the Hourglass like finishing powders. Haven't done that in a really long time. I thought I'll start doing that just to, why not? But yeah, nothing else that I can think of at the moment. I've been waiting for some of the new fragrances that have launched overseas to be launched here, but something just makes me feel like they're not going to be released, and I might actually contact the companies and ask. I've been waiting for the what is it, the Lancôme Trésor Nuit Intense. It's the cherry version of this one. It looks like this, but it's a deeper red coloured bottle. It was released in Europe, the UK, but I don't think it's being released in America, and a lot of people were upset about that, and it probably means it's not going to be released here in Australia. We get even less stuff being released here, so just getting access to perfumes is really difficult because it's really hard to get them shipped from overseas as well. Personally, if you're a wholesaler or whatever, it might not be as difficult, but as a personal retail buyer, just because they're a flammable product, so a lot of places won't fly them because they're considered a dangerous or hazardous good, and it's hard to get them across. Same as nail polish, stuff like that. So that's not fun. But that's one that I've been waiting to try, and everybody I ask in the department store has absolutely no idea what perfume I'm talking about. The other one that I want to try is a Paris Hilton Ruby Rush, which is another cherry scent. I've tried, and this is something that I'm preparing for, and it will probably be out before this video, because I want to get that one out as soon as I can, because I'm excited to film it, is the review for the Carolina Herrera Very Good Girl Glam Cherry Note. So cherry seems to be the fragrance note for 2022. So that is fine with me. I really love cherry, or sour cherry in particular, in fragrances, and I was excited to see so many coming out this year with cherry as a top note or as one of the notes in the perfumes. I'm disappointed that a lot of them haven't been released or aren't going to be released in Australia, it seems. But we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they still do. But yeah, Carolina Herrera Very Good Girl Glam. Got it, tried it, been trying it, and I will let you know my thoughts. So I'm actually going to try to film that tonight so I can get it edited and get it out. So these videos that I'll be filming now are going to be out of order, just because it happens to work like that sometimes. There's things that I just want to get up and I'm hoping to get out sooner, so that's one of them. Because I also want to make sure that I can get a review out, that way if people are thinking about buying it, they can at least refer to that before going to try it. So if they don't like the sound of it, I know some people can't go into a store to try it, so they rely on people's reviews to know whether or not they should bother blind buying something. And so that's where I personally find sometimes online reviews to be helpful, particularly if I know that the person reviewing it likes similar scents to what I like. That way it's never 100% safe, but it's generally safer if that person has similar tastes to me and then they end up liking it. It's a higher chance that I'll like it. So, being a bit rambly in this video, but I don't have a whole lot to update you on. I've been toying with the idea of changing up my setup a little bit, and I'm in two minds. I don't know if I should. I kind of want to. I kind of want to have more of my perfumes out on display, but the only way I can do that is to get rid of some of the nail polish and add more shelves. So I added an Instagram reel the other day asking for feedback. So if you do want to leave feedback, check out the Instagram post and just leave a comment. But I'm thinking about either, or even comment here, it's fine, because I'll see that too. But I was thinking about removing the nail polish stands on either side and just extending the shelves out on both sides. Either just doing the bottom two shelves and taking out the bottom two nail polish racks, or doing all 5 shelves and taking out both nail polish racks. I'd probably move them to a different part of this room. I've already got 6 more nail polish racks over on the little corner wall behind the door as I come in. And there's a little bit of space on the wall that way and a tiny bit of space on the wall just over there. But I don't know, I feel like I want to change the display a little bit, but I'm limited with what I can do. Some perfume bottles as well are actually a bit wide to fit on those shelves anyway, so I just don't know. I think if I had to redo it, I'd probably make the shelves a little closer together and fit an extra shelf in. That way I could display more that way, but I don't want to take all the shelves down and redo them because there'll be a lot of holes in the wall that I just can't be bothered patching up. So I don't know. If you think, tell me what you think. Do you think I should replace the bottom 2 nail polish stands with shelves? Change it all? Oh, that's a lot, isn't it? Change it all, or just leave it the way it is and maybe just reorganize a little bit. I've got some really nice glass display stands that I found at, I don't know what they call it, TK Maxx, I think they call it here. I think it's the same as TJ Maxx, but I think it's called TK Maxx here. I found these glass display, like with a crystal decoration, like stem, and it's like a cake display glass thing. I found 2 large ones and 2 smaller ones, and I kind of wanted to organise some of my perfumes on that, but I just didn't know how. So if you've got any ideas or any inspiration for perfume displays, let me know, because I kind of feeling like I want to change it up a little bit in here. And I have kind of, well, you can see I've been making some room for some perfumes, just shuffling things around. I kind of just want to put some different ones out on display. That way I find that when I can see them, I tend to use them more. I do have some perfumes that are in one of my IKEA chests over there, and I just don't reach for them as often. That's why they're in there as well, is that they're the less common ones, the ones that I don't use very often. But it's kind of like, would I use them more if I could see them? I don't know. And even just something different to change up the display a little bit, because I like having perfume bottles out on display. I think they're pretty, they make me happy, they add some colour. Because yeah, it's sort of like, would it be right to have no nail polish back there? I don't know if, like, it might be more practical and functional to have shelves for my perfumes, but I just don't know if it would look as good. Like, I like the way that this looks. I like the way that the nail polish bottles look. It's just, maybe I could put the shelves on a different wall. Except I'm hesitant to put them on the wall to my right, because that's where the window is and it's on the exterior wall. I guess I could put them on the wall to my left, up a bit higher. That's where my work desk is, generally where I will work when I'm working from home. So that, you know, that's in the way. But I could still fit a couple of shelves above it, which that might be. Maybe I'll do that instead. But I don't know, I'm not sure. I just kind of, I guess that might free up some space so I can just move and change up the shelves, because you really only end up seeing 3 of the 5 shelves. At the most you'll see 4 of them. And maybe if I had a couple of shelves over on the wall you don't see, I could just put any spare bottles up there or change them out. Maybe do something like that. So I'm just going with MAC lip gloss in Nymphette, just really safe kind of colour. I bought a mini one from Mecca. I think it was Mecca. I kind of like the idea of the mini ones because I can get through them, whereas when I have the bigger lipsticks and lip glosses and things like that, I tend not to go through them by the time they start to go bad, just because I've got so many different options. But I like the idea of minis. Just lining my lips with a NYX liner in Nectar. And that's it. So, all done, ready to actually film a couple of videos. I've been thinking about filming a few different types of videos. I'm still trying to work out how best to film the real estate video, so think about property searches and comparisons and things like that. Whether or not I use like a screen capturing tool and do it on my computer, and how I would do that, because that's something new for me, so I kind of need to learn a bit more about that. I've also thought about filming some more just random stuff about things that I'm doing in general. Recently I kind of accidentally made friends with a local magpie tribe. It was just over a month ago. I was probably like 5 or 6 weeks ago now, and they just keep coming back. So now it's at the stage where we're calling it a she. I don't know yet because it's a juvenile magpie. It's really hard to tell if it's a male or a female. We're just calling it she. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll already see I've got heaps of photos and things like that. We're calling her Maggie. She brought her family over. She brings her brothers and sisters over. Mum and dad. Mum and dad are kind of bullying, but they're still okay. They're all kind of warming up to me. I've got a bird bath in the backyard now, and it's funny. She'll come up to me. I've been whistling, and today when I went outside I actually whistled and she flew in, and she came up and said hello, and she'll get on my arm, she'll get up and walk across my shoulders. It's It's so bizarre. But it's really cool. I don't know, I think it's kind of special. It's really cool. I was thinking about even just doing a random video about my experience with my local Australian magpie tribe. And I've essentially been adopted into their family. So I feel very special, very chosen for that. But that's something just random, like really random, and it's still something fun that I thought might be cool to share some footage. When they come in, I sometimes just video them doing silly things, playing, just random stuff. That might be interesting. So if that's something you think might be fun, let me know. Another thing, a week ago now, I started a worm farm. It's the first thing I've ever done compost wise, or vermicomposting, whatever they call it, but I thought I would film my experience in the first couple of weeks of owning the worm farm, just to track my own progress as well and share my experience. I've got like a worm cafe, tumbleweed worm cafe, I think they call it. And yeah, if that's something interesting, I kind of am getting into gardening. It's coming into winter here though, so I'm winding down on actual gardening, and that's where I thought this would be something new to try and something interesting. I thought I might as well film it. I'm not an expert though, but it could help me learn through comments and stuff like that. So I'm just thinking about doing some random stuff, just things that aren't necessarily beauty related but are life related. And I don't know, I kind of had the idea that, you know, there's people that have been watching me for a really long time, and some of them are my age, some of them are younger, and I can't imagine that there wouldn't be too many people that would have similar interests. And that's the point of why people generally watch other people, is that they talk about things that they like. And I know there's some of you where you've commented that it's like, wow, we're really similar. You know, I like this, and you know, I like computer gaming, I like fragrances, I like these things too, I like gardening. And you know, it's just, I kind of just want to make videos about things that I enjoy or things that are fun. And those are two of the things that I find interesting at the moment, and maybe you might too. It's okay if you don't though. I'll still be making videos about perfume, fragrances, nail stuff. I want to do a short nail wrap video. Hopefully I might even try to film that this weekend, because I've got really short nails at the moment, so it'll be a good time to do it. Because that's something that is requested, about how you can do 2 sets using 5 of the nail wraps is a question that I get asked on my nail wrap video a lot. So I want to film that too. There's a whole heap of little things that I just want to get done. So if there is anything that you ever want to see, or any comments or suggestions, feedback, anything like that, please feel free to leave it in the comments below, or if you see a post on Instagram, just chuck a comment in there. I do read every single comment that comes through. So yeah, just to know, I try to respond to every single one that I can on here on YouTube and on Instagram. If I miss it, sorry, I generally don't. I'll normally try to reply to all of them, but I definitely see all of them, so I really do appreciate it. That's it for now. I'm going to get stuck into the next video. I hope you all enjoyed this one, or at least had fun just having a casual sit down chat with me, having a little bit of a catch up. So yeah, that's it. I hope you all had a fantastic week and are having a great day, afternoon or evening, whatever it may be, wherever you are. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now. Mwah. See ya.